The Peak Ambulance Demand Unit started on September 23rd and operates Tuesday through Friday when call volumes are usually high within the city. The ambulance will handle basic EMS calls, leaving our paramedics for the more critical calls that are available, like cardiac arrest, heart attacks, strokes, trauma, and breathing difficulty. This innovative approach will reduce firefighter fatigue. And in the first 2 weeks this unit has been in service, it's went on 39 calls, or 8% of the call volume that we did in those first 8 days. It was really needed in Sterling Heights because of our increased call volume. We've been seeing an increase in elderly facility calls, an increase in our emergency responses, and it was wearing out our paramedics. So we needed to come up with an effective solution to be more effective in our responses. So this system, using the basic EMTs and the paramedics and the priority dispatching, all fits together to kind of relieve the fatigues of the paramedics that have been going on calls during their 24 hours and allows people to take those calls during their high peak times. And like I said, when they did 39 calls in those 8 days, that took 8% of the call load off our on-duty crews. Medical priority dispatch is the best practice across the country. It aids in deploying our resources more effectively throughout the day.
So when a caller places a 911 call and they advise us that they have a medical emergency, it's the dispatcher's responsibility to identify what type of medical emergency that is, right? So if someone says, I'm having chest pains, we have a series of questions that we will ask, and based on how we ask and answer those questions, the system will prioritize that response. So it could be a priority 1 or a priority 5. We color code them, but there are 5 priority levels. So it could be chest pains due to someone having indigestion, which is a lower priority, which means the fire department does not need to run lights and sirens to that. They have a lower level of response. It could be chest pains because someone is having a potential heart attack. Now the fire department's going to want to run much quicker to that type of call. So this will help us prioritize those better rather than just advising the fire department, go here for a patient with chest pains, and leaving all of that priority level out, which increases risk.
Sterling Heights was the first one that kind of came up with the concept and the idea. How do we make a determination as to what level of concern the person or the patient has on the phone, so that we're not just sending all types of resources and finding out maybe it is indigestion, as opposed to a heart attack. So a lot of it is going to be predicated on the call coming in and the dispatcher getting some information from those that are actually on the other line as to what kind of an assessment are we making here, so that when they do send, whether it's law enforcement agencies to go, fire department and or EMS services, that they have a better understanding of assessment of what units need to really go out there, so they're not wasting a lot of money, but yet we're still being very cautious and apprehensive about how we're dealing with the actual patient on the other end of that.